Successful people become successful because they know the tools or have the tools to become successful. These are not something you inherit. These are something you learn. And today we're going to share those secrets with you. There is no such thing as luck. I remember listening to a man during a health fair years ago, and he eloquently made a statement that actually blew my mind. He said when people look at him, they go, "You're very lucky to be successful." And he said, "There's nothing about my success that's luck." He said, "Everyone is born with a bag of tools. So your tool might be to be a great plumber. Your tool might be to be a great speaker. Your tool might be a great engineer. We all have that tool. Some of us never open the bag of tool. We just carry around. Some of us will open the tool, look at it, and close the bag up again. While some of us would open the tool and actually making use of those tools. Opportunity comes every so often. When you open your bag of tools and you work at it and you work hard. As you work hard every day, opportunity comes, you're able to grab it. That's not luck. That's you working hard. And that kind of blew my mind. So to be successful, you have to put effort into it. When you put effort into it, there will be opportunities that come along. But if you're already working hard, it's easy for you to take advantage of those opportunities. If you're born into a family that's maybe both parents are using drugs, what are your chances of being successful? Yeah, it's difficult. It's very, very difficult. That's why you have mentorship programs. That's why people going out to folks who don't have the opportunities, who are not born into the opportunity, the ability to get their hands on tools that will make them better. So mentorship provides the ability, the opportunity for those folks. You can dream beyond what you see every day. There are other things out there that you can take advantage of. And I think that's where the role of mentorship really comes into play. Volunteer. People who are successful need to volunteer and reach out to folks who may not have the tools or the opportunity that they had. You know, giving your time to others and trying to elevate other people, help those folks who may not have the opportunity to be as successful as you are. And just to add to that, success is really defined by an individual. So what I consider being successful may be different from what you may consider to be successful. So define your own success is very important. Don't use my definition of success as being your own success. What's the secret to being successful? The first secret is to understand what your definition is. Once you understand what that definition is, then you have to define how do I get there. And so the people who are successful at something tend to have a goal. They have a mindset of really chasing their goal at all costs. That's really the number one trick. Understanding what is my goal? What do I define as success? How do I get there? To have the tenacity to do whatever it takes to get to that goal, no matter what. Some days it might rain, some days it might be too hot. I seem to get up and go after that goal. I seem to do what it takes. In a relationship, I get upset with my partner, but I know the common goal is to be happy together. So let me just not be upset anymore. Let's sit down and have a conversation so we can move forward. So understand what that goal is and really stay focused on that goal. Keep your eye on the target. If you can do that, you'll be very successful at anything you do. Yeah, discipline and focus is something that you learn and you have to kind of train yourself for it. My advice to anyone that's struggling with focus is to pick a goal and understand that do not get distracted with other goals until you accomplish that goal. Once you do it the first time and you see how successful you become, you feel happy, you feel encouraged to do it again. And then you pick another goal, prioritize that goal, and then go to the next one. So you have to prioritize things in your life and you have to accomplish one before you jump to the next one. Focus on one task, one goal at a time. Accomplish that. Let that be a motivation and encouragement to build your confidence, to build your ability to focus more for the future. And I think that would be my advice. There's a correlation between the discipline to wake up early and getting things done. Because if you know you need to get some things done and if you wake up at 10, you won't accomplish all your goal and you need to get up at 5 to get it done and you get up. So being disciplined is extremely important. That means you need to be able to adjust and do whatever it takes. If you're not ready to do whatever it takes to be successful, you're not going to get anywhere. So that means if you're studying for a test and you know if I have 2 chapters to read. If I wake up at 10, I'm not going to have enough time to finish those 2 chapters. If I wake up at 7 o'clock, that gives me plenty of time to finish those 2 chapters and then rest. Then you get up at 7. So it's the discipline. It's not about the timing that you wake up necessarily, but it's the discipline to do what it takes to accomplish your goal. If you find something you love doing, it doesn't look like work and it becomes enjoyable. It becomes like a hobby. You're getting paid to do what you love to do. If you do what you don't like, I don't care how much money they pay you, you'll be miserable. That's my advice. Find something that you enjoy doing, something you have pleasure doing. It's not a big deal at that point. You have to also have a balance in what you do. I can go to work, have fun with my patients, and I live there, go with my friends and hang out, and go play soccer, go do the jiu-jitsu, travel. You have to just kind of mix everything up. You can't play all day. You can't play 24 hours a day. You'll be bored. You'll be miserable. So you have to have a mixture of things. Variety in your life. I can't do this. I can't do this. Why not? You can do it. Just think positive, stop thinking negatively, and you can become successful. Share these videos with your friends and follow me for more tips on how to become successful.